Genuine clip starter question. Do you have any tips on managing such maneuvering through your layers? My layer management is pretty bad and I get lost when I'm deeper into projects. Yes, I have some tips for you to help with that because I make 10,000 layers. I could show you how chaotic my layers look right now, but I do have some tips on how to organize them. I would highly recommend doing this if you want to organize them better. Make sure to label every layer and group specific sections into labeled folders. That is a huge one. Folders and naming layers is OP. Another thing which is genuinely insanely good, which I haven't actually tried yet myself, but I would probably want to start implementing, is you can actually color code your layers. I don't know how to do this, to be honest, so I'm gonna see if I can figure it out quickly. I tend to, when I do a drawing, I'll section the character in its own folder. I'll put all of the layers that go into the character in its own folder, and then the background will have its own folder. Then if I want to go further into that, depending on how I've separated things, I might have like character's head in its own folder or like the eyes in their own folder, because I like to draw the eyes on their own layer to help with coloring stuff later. Things like that help a bunch. And if you get super lost, I tend to name layers. So for example, I'll name the line art layer to make sure I know which is which. I'll name like the eyes layer so that I know where that is. Right now my layers look absolutely hellish. Like, show you guys, there's so many. None of these layers are named and it's kind of getting chaotic, but I will organize when it gets too chaotic for me, because it's too chaotic for me right now. So I will be organizing them, merge them and stuff like that helps as well. How do you deal with that? I don't know, I have some sort of ADHD or something. I don't deal with it. I just cope. Do you know what I'll do? I'll show me organizing them, just so that I organize them. So I just have to like work out which layer is which and then section them off by that. So this is also part of that. So what we can do is make a folder. Boom. What's part of that? This is part of that. Boom. Slap that in there. Usually when I have a layer where I don't know what's on it, I just click transform on it. Then it lets me know what's on the layer or if the layer is empty or not. Crazy seeing how much your art has improved. The original drawing of this ref sheet, Misty. Thank you! This is why I say never give up. Stick with things, man. You will improve. It's wild for me to see as well, to be honest.
By color coding, you mean the drop-down tab left of the blending mode drop-down, right?
That's it! My goat. Yeah! This is the shading, so I will name this shading. But I recommend like trying to have as few layers as possible if you can. Just like try and merge them as best you can. But it really depends on the piece. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm going to put these in their own folder too. Just gonna name it stars. And I'm gonna literally just stick all of the stars into that folder. And then I'm going to... The thing with the folders is they have their own blend mode too. So when I put them all in the folder, you can see how this changes. When it's not in the folder, blend mode for the folders needs to be set to through. Lets everything in it just kind of do its thing. Like, lets the other blend modes exist, you know? That makes sense. Thanks for the tips. I'm gonna try all this and report back. Color coding is def OP. Yes! Color coding seems very OP. Very OP. So this was before, and this is after. Big upgrades! Big upgrades! Look at that! Before, after, before, after. Damn, I really brought it to life a little, if I do say so myself. My art has improved! That's crazy. I'm so proud of myself. Ah! Now, our folders are more our layers are more organized now. Yeah!